What's Happening Hoke show is filmed before a live audience and is brought to you by Rockfish Motor Speedway, the Rock of Hoke, nunboys.com, and GPS Photography and Video, GPS Photo and Video. What's happening, Hoke? I'm Glenn Young alongside Hal Nunn.
I'm alive.
This is the Rockfish Speedway sponsored
What's Happening?
What's Happening Hoke show, Rockfish, the Rock of Hoke, Rockfish Motor Speedway. And I'm looking at how these beads of sweat on it. Man, are you going to be okay?
Well, I'm on a lot of antibiotics, Glenn, and thanks for my doctor, Dr. Lowry. I'll give him a shout out, but I've been a little under the weather. Some health issues that linger on past the Gulf War and all that stuff, and I think it just compounds when you get sick.
Man, it's not good.
But today's my first day back on the street.
Okay. Well, hey, if you can't go, I mean, I can tag you out and get Earl in here.
If you tap me out, we got about 4 or 5 people in the room ready to take over.
Well, let's get it rolling then. Looking at weather.
Hey, great show, by the way, on the Coaches Show.
On the Coaches Show, yeah, it is streaming now. Parts 1 and 2. We'll get part 3 up here, hopefully before kickoff of the JV.
We'll get into
today.
sports later, but
real quick with the weather.
it's nice today, man.
79 degrees.
What can you ask
downright
for?
hot. Chance of rain, 0. 37% humidity. Winds out of the southwest, 6 miles per hour.
What about Saturday?
Now,
Race day.
that's for the day. Now, looking at, as we go through it,
7-day
kickoff,
forecast.
81 degrees tomorrow. 52 degrees.
That's nice.
Is the low. 52 is the low. 79 kickoff today for the JV game. Saturday, 73 degrees. Low of 52. So we're finally going to get some racing in as week 16 is finally going to happen. 79 degrees on Sunday, low of 57. 68 on Monday, low of 52. Tuesday, 70, low of 54. And Wednesday, 75, low of 61. So the Rock of Hope, this is the 3rd week for the mild light that's going to happen. So that's going on as well. Looking at news, I want to flip back because today is the first day of early voting.
Yes, sir.
For the city council, but it's also the first day of the retiree appreciation days on Fort Bragg.
That's the big one.
And one thing I wanted to mention is a lot of people don't know from the Casualty Assistance Office.
Ooh.
If you need Casualty Assistance Officer support when your veteran passes away, if you want to have a military funeral, if requested, Fort Bragg will appoint you a Casualty Assistance Officer to take you through the whole time of mourning, basically, to include the primary next of kin of all Army retirees who are residents of North Carolina, if requested. Then by the primary next of kin, Fort Bragg will provide burial honors for Army retirees who pass away while a North Carolina resident. A lot of people don't know that. They think, well, I just go to the VFW or I can't get support from Fort Bragg. You can, but you got to ask for it.
I just want to say a little bit about casualty assistance. I was the NCOIC of at Dragon Brigade, and I never had to be the person to go do the telling.
The notification.
Yeah, but I've had to talk to those people. And first of all, if you have a military member in your family that passes away, you can call the Fort Bragg operator phone number and ask for casualty assistance. They will walk you through the process on what you need to do, DD 214 and all that stuff. But what's most important, I think, for families today is that connection between caring for the military. If you are a dependent and your father, mother, wife, husband, whoever passes away, they will help guide you through the process.
Right.
And if it's a notification officer that has to go out to the family and notify people, let me tell you, those guys have a tough job.
Oh, yeah, they do.
They got a tough job.
And just to go on with that point, requests for burial honors must be made through the funeral director. So once you get the funeral director, the Casualty Assistance Office is not allowed to provide uniform items or decorations for burial. If a retiree wishes to be buried in uniform, he or she should ensure that the uniform is proper size and all decorations are available to
And
the
properly
primary
displayed.
next of kin. Exactly.
Yep.
Retirees who present proof of retirement, the DD 214, may make uniform purchases at the installation, clothing, and sales. That's huge right there. You know, so well, I'm gonna go get this stuff. Do I have to go and borrow this? No.
No, they'll provide.
Take the 214, go to clothing and sales, and you square it away. Any questions or additional information Please feel free to contact the Casualty Assistance Office. Their section, the number is 910-396-9901, or the Casualty Assistance Operation Coordinator at 910-643-4070. Specific questions involving Survivors Benefits Plan and other benefits will be directed to Retirement Services Office, 910-396-5304.
And the Servicemen's Group Life Insurance. And when you do take your DD-214 to the clothing sales, you need to also provide a death certificate as well. But they will walk you through that process, and you can learn all about it this weekend.
Right here. Those guys are available doing the retirement services. That's one of those things you can go ask the questions now before you're in that time of bereavement. And I can tell you, just as you said, I've served as a casualty assistance officer. I've served on the burial detail, and I presented the flag to that spouse. And
it's a tough job.
It's tough.
I never had to do that.
But it's a solemn and honored duty to do it. And so we got to take care of our veterans. But find out the information you can now. Again, retirement services going on 22nd through the 24th. Streaming now on the Hoke County Sheriff page. 3 individuals, African Americans, stole a person's wallet and or car, and then they were stupid enough to go to Walmart and purchase big screen TVs. And if you go to Hoke County Sheriff Department page on Facebook, you'll see their pictures. If you know them, please say something. Please notify the authorities immediately. But that's just how stupid they were to go and do that. He did issue a press release. 3 African American males breaking and entering of a motor vehicle and stolen financial cards. Provide information. Give the Sheriff Department a call at 910-875-5111. And it's 'tis the season. As you get near the holidays,
oh boy, here we go.
Everybody's breaking in and trying to get this and that, and you know it goes up during this time.
And first of all, the stuff ain't gonna go with you when you're gone.
No, but the fact that you go out there and you steal someone's stuff who they work very hard to have, and let's face it, a lot of people have a lot. But what I have, speaking to me personally, I want to keep, and so I got an issue if you're out there trying to rob and steal these people's stuff they work so hard to have, and then you go to Walmart and you're dumb enough to go buy big screen TVs and there you are, your pictures on it. Good face depiction pictures, so hopefully they're going to be apprehended very quickly. Anything you got on news?
First of all, the place down in Rayford, Children's Development Center, this is built back in the 80s, and what it started out is for employees of Hoke County schools, families, like teachers, or the county employees who have children, as a daycare facility. You know, sort of in line with the school system, but daycares are not part of the school system.
No.
But they sort of built this thing, and it's grown into this nice facility downtown. They're having a fundraiser down at Highway 55. It's not till November. I'm gonna see if we can talk to the developmental daycare director and get her on the show here. She's a good lady. She's been around the school system for a long time. Her name off the top of my head escapes me. But they're having a pancake breakfast at Highway 55 on November 14th. The Children's Development Center is a great organization. We should support it. And my wife gave me some tickets. She said, could you help sell them? And I said, I'll just make Brownie buy them all. So we'll be
there you go. I'm all about pancakes.
Early voting starts today.
Yes,
the election will go from now for the city, not countywide, but city, October 22nd through October 31st. And then election day is on November 3rd. We obviously talk about it every now and then, but we want everybody available.
And we can't vote because you got to live in the city.
You got to live in the city
to vote, which gets me.
And I know there's only about 2,800 registered voters in the city, and then they only get about 25% turnout. I mean,
no vote, no
better
voice.
Than the county.
Then don't be complaining. I mean, I just got an issue. No vote, no voice. Let me holler about, hey, this didn't happen, that didn't happen. I got an issue with it. You got to vote.
People have to vote. There's a soldier. There's a hit for Catherine. Good credit for her doing a story on the soldier in Afghanistan who had a bomb-sniffing dog, and he's having some mental problems. And when he's gotten out now, he was trying to relocate the dog that he trained. You're probably familiar with training the dogs overseas. And apparently, a Hoke County Sheriff's deputy bought the dog from a shelter. So they finally
Here in Rayford?
connected. I don't know about that, but they finally connected. And he wanted to get the dog back. The deputy wouldn't let him. And then the deputy did something that apparently Sheriff Peterkin didn't like. So he got fired.
I'll tell you what, hold it right there.
Well, I mean,
we
that's
gotta
all there
take
is
a
to it.
break, but nah, I wanna hear more about this. We'll be right back.